Alright, here we go. This is really simple. We've already taken notes on it, but it's been a little while, and I kind of need to continue to reiterate because we're still struggling on this. But what the part I've noticed after grading all weekend, what you're really struggling on is which part do we start with, okay? And so this is the form of where they're going to give you problems, all right? And in real life, this is how. You're not given just a straight problem. You're given a situation and you need to create this part. But I picked this worksheet because it gives you the scenario and then it gives you the equation, all right? And then I would like you to solve it. So it says, I said start with this Jenna one. Jenna bought 5 reams of paper at a store for a total of $21. Okay, that right there tells you what the answer is going to be, what it's going to equal. Notice, it's the equal part. Alright, the tax was $1. Alright, with tax we always add, that's why that part's there. And then the 5 reams of paper, 5 times, because of means times, and we don't know paper. Like we want to find out the price of each ream of paper. That's what we're doing. So, you would use the equation, but I really want you to see where they get that information. Alright, so the point is to get x by itself, right? That's what the whole reason we do this, is to get x by itself. Now, we have to get rid of the guards first. And you guys, y'all get that when it is when you see it with models, but when it's in this form is where you stop seeing it. Remember, these are the princesses. This is the guards. We've got to get rid of the guards first. So the things that are not like literally attached to the x are the things that have to go first. So we have to get rid of +1. The opposite is -1. We do it on both sides. This zeroes that out, and you're left with 5x equals 20. Because 21 minus 1 is 20. So now we have to get rid of still the x, but it's attached with multiplication. This is the hint. This is the reason it's 2 steps. Because we have to do 2 operations. So we divide by 5 on both sides, and x, this cancels out. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So let's go back to actually what our scenario is. This is an answer. What is it? It's $4. It's $4 for each ream of paper. Okay? I want you to be able to identify what it is talking about. Because it's awesome that you can solve it, but it's really important that you know what you're solving for. Alright, let's try number 2. Lisa took 85 minutes to wash 3 cars. Okay, so you know this is going to be her total time, because that's kind of a standalone number. To wash 3 cars. So we know 3 is involved. See, there it is. She spent X number of minutes on each car. That each tells you its multiply, and we know how many cars there are. There's 3 of them. And then 10 minutes to put everything away. So that's that adding 10. So I want you to identify where each of those pieces come into this equation. They've shown you, they've given you all the pieces, and then they've given you the equation. That's on purpose. That's the reason I use this worksheet. Now, you rewrite it. Here's our wall, because we want everything. Our variable is with a 3 and a plus x. So we have to get rid of the plus x first by subtracting, or excuse me, plus 10, and we have to subtract 10. Alright, that zeroes out, and I'm left with just 3x equaling 85 minus 10 is 75. Then I need to divide by 3 because what is attached to the x is a 3 and it's attached by multiplication, so the opposite is division. So x equals excuse me, 25. Now, 25 what? What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about how long. So we're talking minutes, of how many minutes it takes to wash a car. 25 minutes, one person, that makes sense. So 25 minutes to wash a car. That makes sense. So it's a logical answer, and there it is. Boom, there it is. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to actually move down here. I saw some people struggling. Let's jump down to number 7 is the one I'm going to do. It says McKenna had $32. Okay, so that's what she starts with when she arrived at the carnival. After riding 6 rides, she has $20 left. So there's our final, that's what she ends with. Now, we know if we're riding rides, it's taking money, and we want to know how much it is for each ride. That's the X, because she rode 6 of them, and they're the constant of the prices. So, there's where all our information came from. So, 32 minus 6x equals 20. Now, what is weird about this one is that the independent part's up here, and it's a positive. So we have to think of it as a positive 32, and how to get rid of a positive is a negative. Okay, and so I'm left with a negative 6x, because that subtract stays with the 6. Okay, so 20 minus 32, you'll get 12, but it's a negative 12. Alright, so now we have to divide by negative 6 on both sides. So x is going to equal positive 2, because we had to divide, and so we had to find positive 2. Now, positive 2 what? We're talking about money here. So we're positive $2. So that's how we know that that negative had to stay with the 6 and then divide and get a negative, because we can't have money that we're spending that is negative, so it has to be a positive 2. Positive 2 per ride. Okay? I'm going to do one last one, and then I'm going to want you to do the rest of them, okay? Not the other page that I had you glue in, that's for tomorrow. I'm going to try, let's try this one. Let's try 6. So, it says Lawrence drives the same distance Monday through Friday. So that means that's going to be our constant. That's what we're going to divide by, because we're trying to figure out how long he drives every day. Last week, he drove 25 miles. That's our independent. That's what's all alone on the weekend for a total of 60 miles. There's our 60 miles. This Monday through Friday is 5 days. So Monday through Friday is just a funky way to write 5. And how much does it take, or how much does he drive each day? Just like I said, that's what we're going to be looking for. And that's our X. So, we're going to rewrite our numbers. Sorry about this one not having much room. That's why I'm working it with you. Alright, the first thing I have to do is I have to get rid of that 25, that extra time that he drove, which is otherwise thinking of like the guards, okay? So, 60 minus 25, and you get 35. Let me do it. 60 minus 25, and you get 35. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, guys. So you get 35. That's zeroed out, and you're left with 5x. And you need to divide by 5. Sorry guys, I forgot to isolate with a highlighter my variable. 35 divided by 5 is 7. So it takes him 7 miles each way, or each day, to commute to work. So that is what we solved for. Okay, this page has 8 problems. I have done 4 of them. Okay, I want you to do the other 4. Yes, they may take you a little while, but I'm going to give you some time in Math Lab. So I want you to do all these problems. This next page I would like glued in, but you don't have to solve these yet. This is writing and solving equations, okay? So if you want to title it for tomorrow, you can. Writing and solving equations. Okay, but this page should be done. It will be a grade, so make sure you have it done. Okay? I'm not going to count it for right or wrong. I'm going to count it for completion, and I'm going to ask questions about these. So you need to have done them. All right. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye, guys.